Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Ron. Um, Around about four, maybe 4:10 or whatever, a little bit after four. I had not too long ago got off work and everything, and I'm going across the street, ready to go across the street, and cars are coming past, and when cars is coming past, I see an elderly woman with her walker. She happened to lose her balance and she fell. So immediately I was thinking like, oh man, I want to go over there and help her, and I want to run across the street and help her pick her up and everything. But then it was like mad cars coming past both ways. You know, the traffic was packed. You know, so I couldn't just run out. You know, into the street and help her right away. So I thought to myself immediately, as soon as the traffic clears up, I'm gonna go out there, run across the street, give her a hand, help her across the street, walk her, help her with a walker and everything. But immediately as I thought about doing that, the next thing I know, a guy with a red truck just happened to ride past, saw her. He parked his truck. He got out of the truck, picked her up and everything, helped her up, walked her across the street with her walker and everything, made sure she was good and everything. Then after that, he got in his truck, pulled off and everything. Then that was the end of it. But right before he got into his truck and everything, when I went over by them, both of them, he already had picked her up by then, helped her across the street and everything. So my intention was to help her, but he just happened to get there in time and ride past the stop. Parked his truck and everything, gave her a hand. But I just seen how easy in life where you might want to do one thing, but then another person wants to do the same thing you do, has the same intention that you're having to helping another person out, and they get to do it before you. But it reminds me of a conversation I had with one of my homeboys, and he was telling me a lot of times when we have intentions of doing something and we don't get to do it for whatever reason. So like somebody's a cheerleading squad is having a charity, you might just happen not to have the money that day because of bills, or you might have a car payment, or paying something for your child or whatever, and you thinking to yourself like, oh man, I wish I could give them $1 or $5 or whatever to help them out. But then immediately when you're thinking that somebody else does it and they just happen to have the $5 or $10 or $1 that you wanted to give to the person. And what he was basically saying is when we have an intent to do something and the other person acts on the intent that we had because they had the same intention, it's almost like we done it. We didn't physically do it, but we had the same kind of energy, what I'm saying, that the other person had that did it. And by them doing it is almost like we did do it in a sense, metaphorically speaking. And that when he told me that gave me comfort when I think about times where I want to do something and I'm not able to do it. And that's what I saw today with the elderly woman that fell on the sidewalk, and the guy helped her and picked her up and helped her to get across the street and everything with her walker and everything. Then he got in his truck and just left, and you could tell it wasn't him looking at it like he done the greatest thing in the world. He just was willing to do something compassionate and kind without wanting anything in return for it. And I wanted to do the same thing, but it was just that the traffic was coming at the time and I couldn't make it over there to her. But I just was so happy to see that he was able to do it, even though I wasn't able to do it. Somebody was able to help her, because to me, I kind of look at it like times like that, those are times where the creator putting people in a position to, you know what I'm saying, to help another person. So I think that's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times it's just the little things in life that makes life, beautiful and wonderful. And when we can show compassion towards another person by helping them out, what I'm saying? I think little things like that can help the world just, if even if we can't change the world, can at least, put a seed in another person, you know what I'm saying? To, um, to let them know that things can be great. People can be great in the times when they need to be, because just looking at life, it's things that we can do, or it's things that we can't do, or we don't have to do if we don't want to. But when we willing to do it because we placed in a position and we just act without thinking, I think that's like the best thing in life. Like some of the best things in life. Just having that compassion, just being a compassionate person, willing to help another person. And that's something that took me off guard today, but it was cool seeing that the guy was able to help her and willing to help her at the time when she needed to be helped. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that was just cool. But I just had to speak on that a little bit because that was just something that just happened out of the blue. But I just want you to have a great day, have a great night. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everybody listening. One.